Class 6, Subject Social Science, History, Chapter number 1, What, Where, How and When. Now we are on the page number 4, Names of the Land. I am going to repeat this paragraph again. Two of the words we often use for our country are India and Bharat. As we know that our country is recognized as India as well as Bharat. So the word India comes from the Indus called Sindhu in Sanskrit. So the word India comes from the river Indus and called Sindhu, and the river Indus was also recognized as Sindhu in Sanskrit. So find Iran and Greece in your atlas. The Iranians and the Greeks who came through the northwest about 2500 years ago. The Iranians means the people of the Iran, and the Greeks came India through the northwest part, means they came towards India through the northern western part of our country and about 2500 years ago, and were familiar with the Indus, and they were familiar with the river Indus, called it the Hindus or the Hindus or the Indus, and they were called this river as Indus or Hindus, and that's why they called the land to the east of this river, means so they are coming from the northwest, so the land towards the east, towards the east of this river Indus, they called this land as India. So from here we get the name India. The name Bharat was used for a group of people who lived in the northwestern part, and the name Bharat was also used for the people or a group of people that were lived in the northwest part of the land, and who are mentioned in the Rig Veda, and this was also mentioned in the Rig Veda. Here I am going to tell you that according to Indian mythology, we have 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. So Rig Veda was the first Veda. So in this Veda, our country's name Bharat also mentioned. The earliest composition in Sanskrit dated to about 3500 years ago. Later it was used for the country. Now this term was used for our country. Now second paragraph, finding out about the past. There are several ways of finding about the past. As I have already told you about to finding the past, there were so many ways. The 2 important ways are literary ways or the archaeological ways. So here we are learning about, or we are going to read about the literary ways. One is to search for and read books that were written along. So the written part was included in the literary sources. These are called manuscripts, and the handwritten, I have already told you that about the manuscripts. Manuscripts are the scripts or the writings written by hand, okay, on the paper or on the copper plates or the metal plates, or on the leaves of the trees, or on the special types of bark of the trees. These are known as handwritten scripts are known as manuscripts. Because they were written by hand, this comes from the Latin word manu, meaning hand. These were usually written on palm leaf. Mainly these were written on palm leaf, or on the specially prepared bark of a tree, and it was also written on the special type of bark of a tree known as birch tree, or means on the bark of the birch tree, which grows in the Himalayas, and this tree only grows in the Himalaya region. So over years, many manuscripts were eaten away by insects, and as these manuscripts were written on the leaves or especially on the bark of the trees, so they were eaten by the insects also, eaten away by the insects, so they were demolished. So many manuscripts were demolished or destroyed, but many have survived today also. and they were preserved in the temples, monasteries or archives or libraries. Now here, this is the picture of one of the manuscript. This is written on the bark of a birch tree, handwritten script. So this is known as manuscript. Often preserved in temples and monasteries. These books dealt with all kinds of subjects. Now, these manuscripts were dealt with all kinds of subjects. Means they are not only dealt with the religious practices or customs, but these are also with the other social, economic, medicines and science, astronomy, all types of subjects. These books dealt with all kinds of subjects, religions, beliefs, practices, the lives of the kings, means the lie about the life of the kings. Autobiography or biography was also written on the bark of the trees or the leaves, as our holy book Ramayana, firstly written by the sage Valmiki, written on the leaves or on the bark of a special type of tree. So the lives of the king, medicines and the science. Besides, there were epics. Two epics of India were Ramayana and Mahabharata. Epic means a long version of poem. Poems, plays, all these are also written on the leaves of the trees or the bark of the trees, means they were manuscripts. Many of these were written in Sanskrit, and mainly the source of language is Sanskrit. Others were in Prakrit language used by ordinary people. And at that time, Prakrit was the local language used by the ordinary people, and Tamil. We can also study inscriptions. Now, first of all, we have learned about the manuscripts. Now, the inscription. Another word is inscription. Inscription also the writings especially on the surface of the rocks or on the metal surfaces. Okay. These are writings on relatively hard surfaces, especially on hard surfaces such as stone or the metal. Sometimes kings got their orders inscribed so that people could see, read and obey them. And in earlier times, kings also used these inscriptions to give their orders to the people, so the people could see, read and obey their orders. There are other kinds of inscriptions as well, where man and woman, including kings and the queens, recorded what they did. For example, kings often kept records of victories in battle. So as when the kings have the victories in the battle, then they keep them as a record, or they can you think of the advantages of writing on hard surfaces and what could have been the difficulties? So there were many other things that were made and used in the past. As we have already know about, there were so many things used in the past. Those who study these objects are called archaeologists. And the person or the group of the persons, those who are studying about these or types of objects, then these persons are known as archaeologists. They study the remains of buildings made of stone and brick, paintings and sculptures. They also explore and excavate. Excavate means dig under the surface of the earth to find tools, weapons, pots, pens, ornaments and coins. Some of these objects may be made of stone, other of bone. So these the objects were made of stones as well as bone. They were made up of baked clay or the metals or the mud. So objects that are made of hard imperishable substance usually survive for a long time. That's why the kings wants to make the inscriptions of their victories or their orders, because these are on the hard surface, and that's why these are imperishable and these survive for a long period of time. So the kings usually used the inscriptions for their orders or for their victories in the battles or other types of things. So when they want to declare all these, they mainly use the inscription. Though it is very difficult to write on the hard surface, but the writings on these hard surface means inscriptions were able to survive for a long